At first glance, Antarctica seems almost empty, a continent of endless ice, silent, frozen, unchanging. But beneath that frozen surface lies one of the least explored landscapes on our planet. Antarctica is the fifth largest continent on Earth, yet nearly 98% of it is hidden beneath a massive sheet of ice. In some places, that ice is more than 3 kilometers thick. It conceals almost everything below. Unlike mountains or deserts on other continents, Antarctica's landscape remained invisible for millions of years. Scientists could study the surface. They could measure the climate. They could collect ice cores. But the continent itself remained hidden. What shape did the land have? Were there mountains? Ancient river valleys? Entire lakes trapped beneath the ice? For decades, those questions had no clear answers. Not because scientists weren't looking, but because the ice formed an almost impenetrable barrier between the surface and the world below. Only in recent decades did new technologies begin to reveal what had been hidden all along. And what researchers discovered changed our understanding of Antarctica forever. For most of human history, the world beneath Antarctica simply could not be seen. The ice was too thick, too cold, too vast. Drilling through several kilometers of solid ice would take years. And even then, researchers would only see a single point beneath the surface. Scientists needed another way, a way to explore an entire continent without removing the ice that protected it. The breakthrough came from an idea that seems almost impossible. Instead of digging through the ice, what if we could see through it? To do that, researchers began sending pulses of radio energy toward the frozen surface. Most of those signals passed through the ice almost effortlessly. When they finally reached the solid rock below, part of the energy reflected back toward the aircraft flying overhead. By measuring the time it took for those signals to return, scientists could calculate the thickness of the ice with remarkable precision. One flight revealed only a narrow strip, but thousands of flights, crossing Antarctica in every direction, gradually produced something extraordinary. Like assembling millions of pieces of a giant puzzle, researchers created the first detailed maps of an entire hidden continent. For the first time in history, humanity could finally see the landscape beneath Antarctica's ice. And what appeared on those maps surprised everyone. For centuries, the landscape beneath Antarctica existed only in imagination. No one knew what the hidden continent actually looked like. Then, as radar surveys expanded across the ice, a remarkable picture began to emerge. The first discoveries challenged everything scientists had expected. Instead of a flat frozen surface beneath the ice, researchers found enormous mountain ranges. Some peaks rivaled the height of the European Alps. Deep valleys stretched for hundreds of kilometers. Ancient river channels carved into solid rock hinted at a very different Antarctica, long before the continent became locked beneath ice. Then came another surprise. Beneath nearly 4 kilometers of ice, scientists identified hundreds of hidden lakes. These lakes had remained sealed away from the outside world for hundreds of thousands, perhaps even millions, of years. Some are connected through slow-moving networks of water flowing beneath the ice sheet. Others appear to have remained almost completely isolated. The hidden landscape continued to grow more complex. Massive basins, buried volcanoes, ancient mountain systems, entire regions shaped by geological forces that had never been directly observed by human eyes. What once appeared to be a simple frozen wilderness was revealed to be one of the most diverse landscapes on Earth. A continent hidden, not destroyed, preserved beneath ice. And among all of these discoveries, one place would become unlike any other. A lake hidden beneath almost 4 kilometers of ice, completely isolated from the modern world. Its name, Lake Vostok. Among all the discoveries beneath Antarctica, one stood apart from everything else. Hidden beneath nearly 4 kilometers of solid ice, scientists identified a lake unlike any ever found on Earth. Its name is Lake Vostok. It is approximately 250 kilometers long, nearly 50 kilometers wide, and reaches depths of more than 1,000 meters. By size alone, it is one of the largest freshwater lakes on the planet. Yet no human being has ever stood on its shoreline. No sunlight has touched its waters. No wind has disturbed its surface. For hundreds of thousands, perhaps even millions of years, Lake Vostok remained sealed beneath Antarctica's immense ice sheet. The immense pressure of the overlying ice, combined with geothermal heat rising from deep within the Earth, has allowed liquid water to survive in one of the coldest places on our planet. For scientists, the lake represents something extraordinary, a natural laboratory, an ecosystem that evolved in complete isolation from the modern world. If microbial life exists there, it may have adapted in ways never before observed. Studying those organisms could reshape our understanding of how life survives under extreme conditions, not only on Earth, but potentially on icy worlds beyond our planet. Yet reaching Lake Vostok has never been simple. Every meter drilled through the ice carries a difficult responsibility to explore, without contaminating an environment that has remained untouched for an unimaginable span of time. Because once that isolation is broken, it can never be restored. Antarctica appeared to be silent, a vast expanse of ice, with nothing beneath it but frozen rock. Today, we know that assumption was wrong. Beneath the ice lies an entire continent. Mountain ranges taller than many people imagined, ancient valleys carved by rivers that disappeared millions of years ago, volcanoes buried beneath kilometers of ice, and hundreds of lakes, hidden from the surface for longer than human civilization has existed. Each new discovery has changed our understanding of Antarctica, but perhaps the most remarkable fact is how little we still know. Large areas beneath the ice have never been directly explored. Many subglacial lakes have never been sampled. Some regions have only been observed through radar echoes, leaving scientists to interpret landscapes they have never actually seen. Every expedition adds another piece to the puzzle. Every new map reveals another mystery, and every answer leads to another question. Antarctica is no longer viewed as an empty frozen wilderness. It is one of the least explored environments on Earth, a continent that continues to challenge our understanding of geology, climate, and the limits of life itself. Perhaps the greatest discoveries beneath Antarctica have not been made yet. Perhaps the most extraordinary landscapes remain hidden beneath ice that no human has ever crossed. And perhaps the next breakthrough will completely change what we believe we know today. So after everything we've uncovered, the hidden mountains, the ancient rivers, the buried volcanoes, the lakes sealed away for millions of years, one question still remains. What else is waiting beneath Antarctica that humanity has not discovered yet? When early explorers first reached Antarctica, they believed they were looking at the end of the world, a continent of ice, silent, motionless, Empty. 4 generations. That was the Antarctica humanity believed it knew. But science revealed a very different reality. Beneath the frozen surface, an entire hidden continent slowly emerged. Mountain ranges, ancient river valleys, subglacial lakes, volcanoes, landscapes that had remained invisible for millions of years. Every new discovery changed our understanding of Antarctica. But perhaps the most important discovery was realizing how much still remains unknown. Scientists have mapped much of what lies beneath the ice. But a map is not the same as exploration. Radar can reveal shapes. It cannot tell us every story hidden within them. Many of Antarctica's hidden lakes have never been sampled. Entire mountain ranges have never been seen directly. Some valleys have never been photographed. Some environments have never been touched by human hands. Some may remain exactly as they were, long before our ancestors ever walked the earth. Every scientific expedition pushes the boundary a little farther. Every new satellite image reveals another question. Every drilling project uncovers another mystery. The more we discover, the larger the unknown becomes. Perhaps the greatest discovery beneath Antarctica hasn't happened yet. Perhaps somewhere beneath those endless kilometers of ice, there is another hidden lake, another mountain range, another geological wonder, waiting for the first human being to find it. And that is what makes Antarctica unlike anywhere else on Earth. It is not a mystery because we lack imagination. It is a mystery because we still lack the evidence. The investigation is far from over. In many ways, it has only just begun. Long pause. So after everything we've uncovered today, what is still waiting? Beneath Antarctica's ice?